Well, how everybody doing? This is the Lon Sutton Show, and my topic would be my side of the story. But other than that, I do want to gain listeners because the more listeners hear me, the more I think that will protect my rights more. That's why I feel. But only thing I know is sometimes when you look at that Bible and see how it was with Jesus, well, I'm not gonna compare myself with Jesus. I'm not like that and say I'm Jesus. I'm like Jesus, not like that. I'm not a saint or nothing like that. But it's just more like when you look at that Bible and you look at my life. I went through the same thing that Jesus went through, just about with the like with Pharisee, like the preacher with Pharisee, like that. I remember before I went to jail, false arrest and went to jail. I was at this church. I wasn't at the church, but the church next by me. I was on the sidewalk. Well, anybody can walk. That's where I go. Anybody can walk on that sidewalk, and when I was on that sidewalk, I was talking. I was talking out. I wanted to be heard. I didn't have this gifts that I got now. I wanted to be heard. So I started preaching about, about things like Jesus, turn on the table, and try to, tell people other things of what's going on. So these preachers didn't like how I was preaching, but I wasn't on their property. But, the church could hear me, and I wasn't talking that loud. I was exercising my bill of right, freedom of speech. And I was just saying, I was preaching, but I wasn't preaching like no preacher preach. And no preacher, they called cops on me. And the car come by, and he told me I gotta leave. But I was in a place where it was legal for me to be in. It was on a public sidewalk, but yet the church told the police that they don't want me there. So I had to leave, and wasn't that I did come by. I knew I could risk, I was risking becoming arrested, but when I came by, I just, just to let them know that they not going by the rules. I just had to let them know what the deal is. You remember back in the Bible time when Jesus, it was so long since I heard about it. Since I heard about it. It was so long ago, but I just remember what Jesus did for a fight. One guy come up to him, I don't know who that guy was, but he came to Jesus and said, Jesus, should I pay taxes? I supposed to pay taxes? And Jesus said, look at that coin. The guy looked at the coin. He said, "Who name?" He said, "Who face C on it?" The guy said, "I see Caesar face." And Jesus said, "Render to Caesar what is Caesar." So these preachers going around, they saying like they some affliction, and they try to and they do what Jesus want. Always yelling, call the name of Jesus. While I'm on that, I'll get back to what I'm gonna say next. But yeah, but I won't get on this. People, preachers so often say, calling the name, call the mighty name of Jesus. And they always say things like, Jesus love you, but you got troubles. You got heroin condition, you got drug addiction, whatever you got, call the mighty name of Jesus. But what they don't know is millions of Jesus in the world. I mean, millions of male named Jesus. I say, in Birmingham and what they call it in Birmingham, Jerusalem, somewhere in those countries, they got millions of male named Jesus. But there's the preachers say, call the mighty name of Jesus. Well, how can that kind of confuse me? Because who you calling? If you call my name Jesus, which Jesus you talking about? There's millions of guys named Jesus. Even in Jesus' time, it was a bunch of guys, males that named Jesus. So I can't figure out how we got so many Jesus, yet they say it's power in the name of Jesus. Well, it's power in the name of Jesus. What Jesus? How many Jesus? All Jesus? I don't know. So I choose that to not too much put emphasis on a name, but just go forward trying to find things. But getting back to what I would say to a preacher, I say, Jesus say, run to Caesar what is Caesar. I say, you pretend you Christian, but yet you don't pay taxes. Now, you might say, well, church don't supposed to pay taxes. Well, that's not according to the Bible. The Bible says, Jesus say, run to Caesar what is Caesar. Now, religion is they make more money than anyone. Because, you might have a phase that these churches and religion in general, they take churches support. Those churches, Kim Hall too, they in it too, they take charity support. And, they own charity support. And these churches on charity support, and they always want you to make donations, this and that. But yeah, they don't pay taxes. And a lot of preachers buy homes and buy cars for their kids and send them to college, and they pay bills with the money they made from giving to people. When the Bible say, their guilt came to you free, you must give it free. But yeah, they make all that money, but yet they don't pay taxes. And it's in the Bible say, Jesus did tell the guy, run unto Caesar what is Caesar. That means Jesus told everybody to pay taxes. It didn't say church people pay taxes. In fact, Jesus paid taxes. Jesus paid taxes. Jesus didn't say, run to Caesar what is Caesar, but you're preaching in church, or you got a church, you don't have to pay the taxes. But churches and Joe organizations and church like Belton, Kelly, Mary, Seventh Band, none of them pay taxes. But yeah, I gotta pay taxes. And so many people gotta pay taxes. Well, religion know how to pay taxes, and that is religion is the biggest money making thing there. The biggest money making gimmick there. They make a lot of money. They go out there over and over, all these places, and on TV, they say, send donations, send a love gift, so much money, and they tell you that what they want you to do. But yeah, when I try to preach the truth, I had been in Paul. I just talking Paul, hoping somebody heard me. But yeah, when a preacher heard me, he'll call cops on me, even if I'm in the black part. He has no business out there. Yeah, that call, and they'll work out, shut me up. Well, did they not do the Pharisee the same way? Did the Pharisees did they not do Jesus the same way? The Pharisee called the authority on Jesus, and how many times I've been arrested because not my point of view. I ain't got a point of view. I got a point of view, but not my point of view that I'm being arrested for. You know, it's because for me, I'm only interested in female. When I look at female body, I just want that and that only. I'm not into guys or nothing like that. But so it's not my point. That's not my point of view. That is not my point of view. My point of view is so many things, but that is what turns me on. See, a male don't interest me in the way a woman interests me. When I see a female, I'm interested in her, and I want her, but that's the way it is. But not a point of view. It's just this is what it is. Like just use for example. Some people might like hamburger, but they don't like chicken. Some people like chicken, but they don't like hamburger. I might be saying it the wrong way, but I'm just saying I don't like certain things. But yes, certain things I do like. And my thing is I like some guys say they do. I don't see how. But some guys say other guy interest them and other guy turn them on. Well, only thing turn me on is a female, and that's it. And that's how it goes. But yeah, I've been put in jail many times because I refuse. The only thing they got against me is the only one thing they got against me. My version of I never been to a homosexual site. Now they put me in jail, and they want me confined in the area where I'm away from society. But yeah, if I they got another till if one thing fall, they fail. They got another thing. So somehow I end up I think I'm gonna get out of jail. They gonna put me in a psychiatric ward, and if I get out of there and get to society, the first thing they gonna say, you need a guidance over you. You need your own you can't get your own apartment. You gotta stay in the hall with a man cooking for you, and the only time you can eat is when he feed you. You want to go out that door, you need to get his permission. You in the house to go outside and sit in the yard. You need his permission. You can't go out of that neighborhood. But yeah, I'm not being arrested for anything. But yeah, they trying to get me on the house arrest, and I never did nothing to be on the house arrest. I mean, they did get me for assault on the car and civil with violence. Well, another thing, they do get me for assault on the car, civil with violence, but usually, after all those assault on the car, civil with violence, how come mostly when they get me, only one cop come to me? You know, like with all those false claims they make against me, I just want to know how come only one cop come and get me and talk to me. If they don't talk, they don't talk to you. They just simple. Well, for me, they don't say nothing to me. When I talk to them, they know me. Only thing they talk about is where your money. The first thing they ask me, where your money at? And then they take my money. They rob me. And there's just so many evil things going on. And when I call the news report and get on words and news that the public need to hear, they say they don't want to get involved, but they think they ain't gonna help me because I'm not a homosexual. So I'm just trying to figure out the deal on what they got against me not being homosexual. Number one, male. Well, I was stressed up. I got nothing against lesbians. Women that sometimes I used to fantasize about a bunch of lesbians, naked lesbians on me, and they French kissing, and they have all that, and they really doing things, making that organ noise and blowing my mind. I used to fantasize about that. So I got nothing against lesbians because I would say that for the sake of the record, my favorite sexual turn on is lesbian and action, making out with one another. But yeah, I want to clear this up. Lesbians do not cause diseases. Women that friend kiss one another, have all sex with one another, and do things with one another, they do not cause diseases. Some people say, well, we're wrong to be a lesbian. Well, I'm not going to say nothing about that. I'm just going to say they don't cause diseases. But a male that in homosexuality, they bring on diseases, and that's why we got a war going on. Because your leaders of the world, when they go to these countries and try to make peace, they get into homosexuality. They don't put them new, but I know they do. They get into homosexuality with one another. Donald Trump and Brother Bruce got into homosexuality together. So run the rate and do it with a good self. They do that trying to make world peace. But yeah, they get more and more war, more and more confluent, and they get more and more things go wrong for them when they do that. And then they get to that point that they are even like it's a lot of problems. I was watching TV. There was some football player complaining about that. They say when they take a shower, the guy coming down with football on now, and they get away with a football player kind of rub against them. But this is that. It's nothing but complaint, and like and the homosexuals hate one another. Hillary Clinton the first lady that was married to Bill Clinton. Well, Hillary Clinton say homosexual is good people like Barack Obama. Say good people just because they getting homosexual. They make them good people. That's what Hillary Clinton say. And Hillary Clinton say they love one another to death. Well, they must do. Look at the poll, and they don't only have at the poll. They have them all over the homosexuals fleeing to at one time 7 to San Francisco because people were trying to kill them. Well, they didn't commit suicide. They were homosexuals trying to kill homosexuals, and they bring in diseases, confusion, confusion, and nobody is gonna. We not gonna never have a promised land delivered to us. We're not gonna never have paradise on earth as long as we get in the home life. What can we, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, and people gonna know I'm telling them the truth. What can we do to make this world better place? Sing about it all the time. We gotta make this world better place, you know. And Michael Jackson say, look at the man in the mirror, I got to make a change for once in my life. That's why I'm sorry with me. I'm sorry with the man in the mirror. You want to make the world a better place? Take a look at yourself, make a change. Yeah, he said you want to make a world a better place. Take a look at yourself and make a change. Well, no, if you want to make a world a better place, you must that homosexual thing must stop. The world gonna get worse and worse. It's homosexual is in homosexuality. The world gonna get worse and worse and worse. Nobody got right. Everybody gonna try to kill one another. We gonna have hurricanes that kill people. We gonna have tornadoes that kill people. Life gonna track and promote people down. It's gonna be a bit mad because the folks of life is angry about homosexual and homosexuality. But then I must be fair. Okay, I know I love that, but I won't. Me. I got to born. I'm not gonna support them no more. I was supporting them. I was fighting for women's rights. But I'm not gonna support Lansing no more. Lansing is the one that team up with the homosexual. They march together and they fight together. This and that, this and that. But still, at this period of time, if they change and this and that, and not have a chance to have sex with a number of lesbians, friends kissing one another, and have all sex together, and making that sex ignored, then I will be on no lesbian. I will let them team up with me to in a sexual way so I can enjoy their body. So I still believe they sexy. They ain't nothing but female. They female and they sexy like other female. So I won't go as far as say that they shouldn't do what they did. I'm not gonna say they should do or they shouldn't do what they do. But I'm just gonna say they do not call conflicting. They do not cause no kind of trouble, no more than their action. But then again, having lasting activity don't cause no trouble for no one. If they don't bring diseases or nothing like that, it may bring diseases. They probably, I imagine, they can catch a disease from a man and pass it on to somebody else. But other than that, they can catch a disease from a man. Well, a lesbian cannot catch a disease from another lesbian. Do some research on that. Had a woman ever brought in a disease when she having sex with another woman? No, but you check the record and do some investigating, you'll find out the root. All diseases come from males and homosexuality. And these males want to be women. They want to be female. But yet, the root of problems in this world is male want to be females. And they'll do anything, but they want to be female. In fact, they even did it in Jesus' time. They in Bible time, in Israel Bible time. They always say like, I heard it a lot. Females get around, they get in some trouble, something with the law, or whatever, they impact the law, police car, or whatever. You always got some guy out there that say, I'm glad I'm not a woman. How many guys that say that? They say often, I'm glad I'm not a woman. But yeah, they got their hair long. They got weeds in their hair, and they wear women's clothes, and they say they got enough women, and a lot of these guys that didn't get that operation then get it later on. Well, these guys, these transgender and these, what do you call them? Transgender, transsexual, they say the same thing. I'm glad not a woman, but yet they take operation, spend money to try to be a woman. But I would just add that when you're born a male, you're going to always be a male no matter what. When you're born female, you're going to be a female no matter what. And I will also say that a man would never have a baby, but yet they wasting taxpayer money, my hard-earned dollar, taxpayer money, they wasting on trying to make a man pregnant. And that would never happen because if a man could get pregnant, how the baby gonna get out of him? If he could get pregnant, but he can't get pregnant. You and male would never get pregnant. They'll never have a miscarriage. They'll never have life in them. And they mad about that. And they take their anger out on women. That's why you got violence against women. You're a male and mad because they want the power of a woman. Like Satan devil, according to that Bible, not according to me, not according to God something, but according to that Bible, Satan the devil saw the power of Jehovah. And he got jealous of Jehovah's power, and he tried to get the angels to worship him, and he was trying to take away Jehovah's power, the one that created him. Same thing about male. They want to take away female power. Another thing I want to hit on about abortion. Well, I want for a woman doing with her body what she wanted to do with her body, but the government got no business telling a woman that what she could do with her body. She got a baby in her, right? Well, at that point, she can remove that baby. You call it what you want to call it. And it might be, they said murder. She murdering her baby. Well, I'm not going to say murder or not, but I'm just going to say she got a right to have an abortion because that's her body. Now, a man could get pregnant, and a man would never be able to get pregnant. But he could get pregnant, that they will let that man have abortion. If a man could get pregnant, a male could get pregnant, they say, you can have abortion. And they won't try to stop that man from having an abortion, but they trying to stop women from having rights. And they trying to take away their right little by little, a bunch by bunch. They trying to take away women's rights. But a man can have a baby, he won't have no problem. He said, I want abortion. Well, the law will let him have it. And the law will have hospital for him, and then we type his money so he can have the abortion. But when a woman stand up and say, I want abortion, that she gets trouble. Now, my thing is, these Christian women are going around judging those women that want to have abortion. And I'll forget about the guys judging too, but the Christian women, they murdering their kids. Well, rather than come down and protest and march and say a woman should go to jail, they should go to prison, they should be fined for having an abortion, what they should do is give them the word. And that's the thing doing what they're doing. You should have, don't say shouldn't, just say abortion, a life in you, and that's show them fight, that life in you, and you take that life, the baby ain't gonna be born. It's just the same thing to them, but don't try to force your way on no women. Now, I'm not gonna say a woman doing the right thing if she get abortion. I'm just saying she got the right to get abortion. And I'm for women being able to do with their body, what they want to do with their body. That's her body. It's a baby, it's a life in her, whatever. It's a baby in her, but her body. And she should be able to do what she wants with her body. It's her body. It's not John body, Jack body, Frank body. It's that woman body, and she should be able to do whatever she wants to do with her body. But I would say this, if that baby is born, then the government have no business in that. But that baby is born, and that baby when that baby got her, and that baby fully out of her vagina at that period of time, If somebody kill that baby, even if she kill that baby, the law should press charges against her because she killed that baby when it got out of her. But in her, that's her body. She can do what she want to do with her body. And that's why I'm really saying that I'm against government into telling women that they cannot do what they want to do. Government in my, nobody, because they keeping it undercover, but government into my life, telling me I can't have no woman, I can't have sex, I can't do a thing, I can't make a record deal. I'm the best songwriter on the planet Earth. Well, they already told me you can't make a record deal because they say homosexuals will destroy the world before they let a man come in the music world that's not homosexual. And that's what I gotta go through. So I'm just saying that the government got no power who date who have sex with who. I agree, like as far as mountains go, I agree you gotta protect mountains. But other than that, government got no business in telling women they can't have abortion. Women got that right. That's her body. That's her body, and she got a right to say, I don't want that baby. She got that right. But then these Christian women that judgmental talk to these women, mostly tell them that before they go around and give them the word. Say, okay, think about it when you're having sex. And if you rape, and somebody rape you, and you fight hard, and they rape you against your will, then what you must do, put that baby, you have a baby, don't destroy it, put it up for adoption. No, do something like that. And then tell women, be careful, you haven't sex, and you is having successful sex, and both part of the for you for sex. Then at that point, you must exercise birth control. You must not, you must do this, you must do that, and make sure that you don't have no babies. Make sure you don't get pregnant. So that's the best way you keep from making an abortion. But when you judge murder, you judge them. So when you judge somebody, you will be judged according to that Bible. So I'm just saying that church women, the women of religion, they got their part too. But they cannot go around judging women because they have an abortion. And the law can't go around prosecuting these females because they have an abortion. They got the right to do with their body what they want to do with their body. They got that right. And nobody got the right to take away their right. Like I said before, if a man could get pregnant, then a man would never be able to get pregnant. If he could get pregnant, don't you know that they will allow her, they will say, yeah, you can have abortion. And they won't put no limitation on that man. They let that man have abortion if he could get pregnant. But now, a woman, the only thing that can get pregnant is a female. And now the male is going around marching, saying a woman shouldn't get abortion. Well, not none of their business. What a woman should do. This is a woman, this is a female issue. The male should sit out there. If a woman get abortion, a male has no business marching and complaining, saying a woman should get an abortion. This is a female issue. It's between females and females. Males should stay out of female business. Rather than say a woman should got to get an abortion, they say, well, homosexual, let's say you got to cut that out. And this and that. You got that bring diseases in the world. So women getting an abortion, kid might not come out her because she got abortion. But it don't bring diseases in the world. It don't cause war. It don't cause confusion. It don't bring on BD, silver, that colon disease come from males and homosexuality. Every disease come from males and homosexuality. Like BD come from males and homosexuality, but they try to change the rule. But you do some research, you find out AIDS, that HIV thing came from male and homosexuality. And they tell the truth at first, and they try to cover up the truth, but diseases come from males and homosexuality. And that's what the problem is right there. And And rather than now males are working on their end, saying, okay, we gotta stop the homosexual thing, they and different they know in female business. But abortion is an issue for females. And more than that, abortion is an issue for one female to decide what she gonna do with her body. That's not nobody's body but her, and she decides to have an abortion. That's her right. That's her constitutional right to have an abortion, and nobody can say anything about it. And if they do say something about it, they wrong. She got a right to have an abortion. A female got a right to have an abortion. Now, if I'm for a female having an abortion, I'm not gonna say I'm for it. I'm against it. I'm just saying it's all right to have an abortion. Um, it's a little bit of controversy in minor. A girl at 10, at 11, or 12 years old, or 13 years old, minor, she get pregnant. It's a controversial issue, but still I must say that it's really her parent made the decision. I'm not gonna say that wrong, but I would say, in my opinion, well, if for a woman, adult woman to have abortion, well, in our opinion, anything, it's a fight. But for minor to have abortion, she get pregnant, she have abortion. In my opinion, uh, uh, she should be, in my opinion, she should have a right to say, I want abortion. Well, she 10, 11, 12, or 13, or 14, or 15, she should have that right to say, I want abortion. That's my opinion. Her parents should keep out of that. That's my opinion now. But it's a fight. Adult female, in our opinion, anything, but adult female should be able to have abortion. That's a fight. That's the law. That's the Constitution that she got, the Bill of Rights, all the Constitutions that our four-parent wrote, where we got freedom. They should have that right to have abortion. And I'm for women having abortion. I'm not saying that I'm not saying, I'm not saying, I'll take that back. I'm not for women having abortion. I'm for them having the right to have abortion. I'm not for them having abortion. I'm for them having the right to have abortion. And I just want to sit down free and this and that. And that's why I get so many false arrests because for the longest, undercover, I've been fighting for women's rights. I've been fighting a long time for women's rights. And I call out trouble. Males don't want no man fighting for women's rights. Males don't like that. A lot of males pretend they fight for women's rights. Well, they not really not. Like Jimmy Carter. He pretend he fighting for female rights, going around talking about what he doing for female. But yeah, he didn't really help males stand. So I'm just saying that male got they got their part, female got their part. But anybody, anything that got the right to say that female should, what female should do, it should be other female being able to what they call a government. They should govern their own self. Female should govern female and on and on. And I'm against this thing. Moga Joe Winter talk about this. But I'm against a woman getting married, and they say a man ahead of the house. I'm against that. A man ahead of the house, and sometimes these women work, and the males don't work, but yet a man ahead of the house, a man like in church, and Joe organization in church, they do say that tribes, according to they in the Bible, they say tribes is the head of the congregation, but man is the head of woman. So I'm against that man had women. Man feel like they all matter. They give them a license to kill women. I'm ahead of that woman. I'm gonna kill her. And they kill women, and there's a war against women. And the reason why it's a war against women because the homosexual into that homosexuality. So they got a war against women. and everything else. But for them to have a war against women, the male gonna have a war against one another. You know, if they want a brotherly love, they gotta first love their sister. If they cannot have blood love toward one another, because if they are their sister, what they gonna say? I can't for him. Look at what he's doing her. But it will never be world peace as long as you mistreat your sister. And you gonna mistreat your sister until they stop that homosexual thing. And that what it is. You know, disease, more disease gonna come. You know, like I didn't know about that COVID thing, but they say that COVID is very serious. But only that I know, I was homeless. I wasn't listening to the news. Only that I know, I tried to get on the bus one day, and they told me I need a mask. Yeah, I got to put a mask on. I get on the bus, I was like, hey, everybody with a mask on. So they gave me one. I put it on. You couldn't go in the grocery store. You put on that mask. You couldn't go in the bus. You put on that mask. You know, stuff like that. And you couldn't go nowhere by pulling that mask. So I had to do it too. I had to put on that mask. But I didn't know about that COVID thing. But they said COVID was a very serious thing. And I'm just saying where it come from. Set the record. Males is that homosexual thing. The homosexual bloated him. Set the record. Don't take my word for it. Set the record and do some investigating. Where did the disease come from? Homosexual. That maybe that in homosexual thing, doing homosexual thing with one another. That where the disease come from. It might be a little complicated to find out where war come from. But yeah, I would say, yeah, I did say the root of all sin is jealousy. But yeah, homosexual is jealous for female, so they get homosexual. These transsexual and these transgender, they jealous for female. If they want to be female, some of them want to be female because they got female power, whatever. And some of them want to be there, they want to teach female lessons. They want to hurt female. They want to show female that they have to get them. And they have to get female, so what they gonna do is that take that operation and put weeds in their hair and they gonna take those hormone pill and things like that. They gonna try to get their voice changed and make it sound like female so they can embarrass female, but they have to get female. It is so war against female. A war that man brought him against female. Female didn't blame that war against female. It's a lot of stupid low-life female that is into having male, and they trying to fight for male rights. You got some low-life, not normal female that is into supporting male, and they for male rights. You got female that way. They bite sell other female and they betray. I'll put it that way. They betray other female and they for male. Those are the ones the males attack. The ones that for them, males attack them and males do bad things. And those females that for male right, you turn on that male. But then they go right back being a male friend. Well, they do a male, those guys, women that fight for male rights, they do male more damage than the females that fight for women's rights. But other than that, I'm for women's rights. I'm for the women's movement. I'm for ERA, but I'm for the women's movement. But when they start bringing no homosexual in to speak for them, and they say, homosexuals say they gay and they speak for women, I'm against that. Because at that point, they not for women's rights. They for male rights. They got homosexuals doing that. I'm for female rights. But I'm for the women's movement as long as they keep males, a homosexual male, from speaking in the phone and saying the same thing for them. They got Hillary Clinton say homosexual, male, homosexual, love one another. And I'm against a male being able to marry one another. To me, I used to dream about getting married. Having more women coming home to me and just me and her loving one another. When they gave female homosexual right to marry, I'm not gonna get married. I don't take marriage serious no more. A man can marry another man. I don't take marriage serious no more. So marriage is nothing but something that's run by the government. They got thing called Cecil Law. But another thing I want to touch on, a lot of women talk about these women, these whole women. They have sex and they're not married. Well, how many Christian women can honestly say they married? I mean, sometimes they might marry, they might get married in church. As long as they say you got to obey Cecil law. They might get married in church. Does that preacher have a marriage license? They might get married in church. They might get married in the King Hall. Does that brother in the King Hall have a marriage license? All right. They might get married by a friend. They have a marriage license. They might get married by just a week. They have a marriage license. They might get married even by a judge. Does that judge have a marriage license? And he got one if he's following up on the marriage license. That marriage license been renewed. You got 80 something. So next time you judge tall women that have sex out of marriage, first find out if you married. Do some investigation, find out if you married or not. Now, if you're not married, you cannot say somebody else is a hoe and they should not marry, they should not have sex if they married. Are you married? Because I know so many women do get married, but those people don't have a license. They marry they marry outside of the law. Another thing. I know Joe Winter, they preach that a church got demonic influence in them. They say demons in that church. They say God's not in that church. They say God's not in those church people church. They're not in the Baptist church. They're not in God's not in the Catholic church. God's not nowhere but in Joe Winter organization. But yeah, they get to that point. So that they preach to a church person, and a church person becomes Joe Winter. But that couple is married, they got married in church. Well, Joe Winter, because in church, in the well, they say, well, God brought together, let no man put it under. Well, according to Joe Winter, sure they got God in it. But it do say, well, God brought together, let no man put under. Well, yeah, when those people get married in a church, and because Joe Winter, those Joe Winter don't tell them, you gotta separate and marry again. You gotta get married in the Joe Winter faith, or whatever, just be whatever. So now the Joe Winter women that were in church and got married in church, according to Joe Winter organization, they not married. So we got a lot of women committing fornication, adultery. Well, at that point they commit adultery, and it's sad that these women is judgmental toward so many women, but yet they commit adultery every time they make out with their husband. Even if they know they're not married, they still gonna keep their husband. Yeah, people today they do what they want to do. They say, I'm Christian. I'm a Christian, and I do things what God wants me to do. But they do things what they want to do. God say, don't see on your income tax. They see on their, well, I'm going to do it this time. They see on their income tax. And then so many things they supposed to do, they don't do it in the name of, well, they try to say, ain't nothing wrong with what they do. So I'm just saying that church do recognize they do church do try to perform a marriage between another man. They have two males out there, and the church perform a marriage uh, ceremony. Is that what you want to call it for two males? A church. The Bible say male. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. In many scripture in the Bible where it speak again, male should not lie with male. It's in many scriptures in the Bible. Male should not lie with male, but yes, church perform that ceremony about that. But in that Bible say male should not marry males. But yet they do what they want to do, but they are they do God's will if that's what they want to do. So I'm just saying that in life you gotta realize that you can't do things all what you want to do. You gotta do the right thing. I'm not gonna say I'm entirely right because I'm kind of like wrestling with certain films I got. I'm kind of like wrestling with my everything I believe in. Everything I don't believe in, I'm wrestling real hard to do the right thing. But in that, sometimes I don't give a damn about doing the right thing. But sometimes I understand how sure people feel. I understand how everybody feel. But sometimes you just gotta realize that you can't be all the way wrong. You just gotta try to do much right as you can. So I'm not gonna say I'm a saint. Because I'm not a saint. I'm not what you call a Christian. I'm just somebody that see wrong, and I try to right it. See something, I try to heal it. See hunger, and I try to uh, find a solution where we can feed the hungry. I got a solution where we can get rid of homelessness. You got a lot of homeless people out there, and now those homeless people, so many people is one paycheck for being homeless. One paycheck. They got families. They got pets. And those people lose their job, they get sick or something. Now on the street, now they got to kill the animals. They got to take them to Humane Society. And Humane Society got to kill those animals. They call it euthanize them or put them to sleep, but they killing those animals. Those animals piling up, and they got too many of them. They got to get rid of them. Dog, animal shelter that they never killed animals before. But I was just telling you why we got so much confusion, why we got so much diseases, why we got a war, why we got hurricanes, tornadoes that destroying one another, why we got fire, why we got people hating one another, also everything now. We got male want to be female. The only male that want to be a female is homosexual. They want to be female. Bad. But yeah, they just tried to say, I'm glad I'm not a woman.